drink, one more drink. You know in the morning for sure we gon' stink. One more round, one more round. It's 5 a.m. you pricks, the barkeep frowned. This is what we do, catch up for a few. We'll riff and talk some shit and then we'll sleep till 2. Talk some shit and then we'll sleep till 2.
Oh, what do you got? What are you drinking?
I went with a Casamigos
Ooh.
because I got the bottle as a gift for a birthday present, and it's a great tequila. And we drank it all night one night at the Fat Black. Me, you, and I think maybe Ari and Mackie. A couple people came in and out.
Oh, man.
And we got so hammered. We walked outside. The sun was out. And then the next day, I remember texting you at like 6, and you're like, dude, I'm in so much pain. I'm like, me too. I've been puking all day. My head is killing me.
Oh, dude. Those felt like grungy Rat Pack nights where
Yes.
we'd be trying to leave and you'd be like, I gotta go. I just got off the road. And one of us would be like, one more drink. And you'd be like, all right, what the hell, you know?
Exactly, because like we used to get shit-faced together all the time. We were in our 20s. We had more time, and then we started getting busier with the road, and you're doing sets here, I'm doing sets there. So when we got together, it was like we couldn't leave each other. You know, we had to just keep boozing.
Yeah, you look for the hang. It's like when you're young comics and you're open micers, you get that every night. But when you're older and you're on the road, you don't see your friends as much. So you're like, shit, we got one night to do a week's worth of drinking. You know?
Exactly, yeah. And then we got free drinks because it was the cellar, and oh man, it was just a lot of late nights. And yeah, you got to pack it all in. That's what's so hard about the pandemic is, I mean, obviously the comedy part sucks, but the hang. Like we just sit at this table for hours and it was like therapeutic. And then now that's why we do this shit.
Dude, you're so right. And that was the thing about the Comedy Cellar is that they wouldn't kick us out. So we'd be around the corner at the Fat Black Pussycat and we look down our phone thinking it's 2 a.m. and it'd be 6. Like constantly. We're like, how the fuck? Because there's no windows. They just block off the door. So it's like you may as well be in a casino at that point. You're just like, I'm just drinking. There's no time anymore.
No time. It's all free. And then Liz, the person who runs the cellar, lives 2 blocks away, and she's a booze bag. So if we're drinking, she's like, great. Yeah. And she wants to get drunk, so she'll keep it open later. And, you know, it's 5 a.m. No one closes.
Liz will drink dirty martinis out of a pint glass like a boss. She is the boss. But that's where like a boss comes from, maybe. You drink like a boss. Bosses probably have to drink.
Yeah, because she's got all that weight on her shoulder, the scheduling and the TV stuff and the annoying comedians bothering her. So when she has the chance to tilt one, she's going to do it.
She's trying to have a drink and some comic comes in like, did you see my tape? She's like, fuck off. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
Every comic. The comics that walk in and shake every fucking hand. Will COVID stop that?
I know. Jesus Christ. Enough with the handshaking. Even in the movie Comedian, Seinfeld's like, we just shook. We got it. So it's like he feels it too.
It's not just a networking thing. It's like a thing of a drunk.
Sure.
Because like drunks will like shake your hand and like do it. And you're like, we just shook. Come on. What you get one shake.
One shake. It's kind of an acceptance thing. Like, hey guys, I'm here. You accept me. You barely know me, but please shake my hand. That means I'm in.
Yeah.
How about you earn your in? How about you say something funny or grab us? Not just a shake hand, because you're using social norms as a way in. You're kind of abusing it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough because we're already uncomfortable. So when you put in the uncomfortable position, we're just like, all right, we're in. Whatever you need to make this go away.
Right. I know it's tough. But by the way, Casamigos, George Clooney, right?
Sold it, made like $1 billion on it.
Unreal. Who would have thought the liquor biz was the way, it's like Jay-Z and Puff Daddy and Sammy Hagar all like made zillions off of liquor.
We should make a liquor brand and like just try to just on the chance that we pop.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to pop like Clooney, but we might pop enough.
Right. I mean, what's
The Rock has
got. I can't tell the difference.
Well, The Rock has Terramana. That's the big one. The Rock. I got that in the freezer. It's pretty good.
What's Terramana?
It's like it's like a Blanco tequila, silver. Got God, am I
Okay.
Would I say Blanco? Ugh, I hate him.
That was Fighter's character.
The Rock has Terramana. It's good. And then remember Corolla had Mangria. Does he still have that?
Still has that. He's got Brose was another one he had. Yeah, I think he cleaned up on that shit.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a
like
good move.
Yeah, I mean, you get something. It's like normalizing a kind of pussy drink, but you put a man thing in front of them. They're like, oh, we can have it, you know.
Also, oh, sorry, my fucking computer's being weird. Yeah. Also, it's like it's a genius sale because if you're a fan of a guy, you'll buy his shit, and everyone wants to drink anyway. So you get that perfect, like Tiger Woods sells a watch. I'm not going to buy that watch, even if I like him, but I still need a drink. So it's a pretty smart investment.
I'll tell you though, Tiger Woods sells a lube. I might listen. Something sexual he could get me to bite because he is a legendary poon hound.
One of my old jokes. Tiger, how many supermodels did you fuck tonight? 4. All right.
Remember, Geraldo had a bit, something like how people they don't understand sex addiction, but like I bet like to his wife, he was like, there's some things that I bet you don't understand. Like, you know, like I don't understand your obsession with shoes, but if a pair of free shoes knocked on your hotel room door every night, you might keep a pair. I was like, oh, that's a fucking great angle to like defend the cheating.
Great angle, yes. So good. Yeah. So good, the Geraldo, valedictorian of Columbia University.
Was it? Yeah, I mean, brilliant guy.
And he went to St. Regis.
Do you ever get bummed that we didn't get to hang out with Geraldo at the cellar?
A little bit, yeah, but I think he was a little squirrely. Like I met him once or twice because I was such a fan. I like paid money to go see him at Gotham once and once at Comics.
Do you remember? Yeah, I sat next to you at Comics.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was you and me, and we listened. My friend was recording the set. My friend Elliot was recording the set.
Yes.
And he couldn't listen to it because every other joke, one of us would be like, oh, shit, that was amazing. We'd be like nerding out.
That's great. Yeah. He was so fun. But like List has this famous story about, 20 years ago over Dave Attell in Maine or some crazy thing. And Dave Attell's like, we're drinking tonight and I'm going to drink you under the table. And List was like, I'm 20 years younger than you. I'm a Boston drunk. Let's bring it on. And he said 3 hours in, he was like, no more. Please, sir. Please, I'm sorry. And I think Geraldo was the same way.
List is like the kid in Unforgiven who's like, I can murder a guy. And it tells Eastwood, like, you don't want any part of this shit.
Exactly. Yeah, this is another level there. I'm way more of a drunk and a deviant than you. Plus, I think there was some blow involved and all that. So you couldn't keep up with Dave's. He's the Yoda of jokes and drinking.
He's like Yoda meets Hemingway because there's like a lyrical nature to his humor and shit, and but then also the drink, and you're like, fuck, we didn't know Attell when he drank. We knew him since he's been sober. He's still fucking brilliant, but
yeah, I know him. Dane Cook never drank. Oh, Nick Griffin was a booze bag apparently.
If you don't know Nick Griffin, look him up right now if you're watching this, because 11 or 12 of the best Letterman sets you've ever seen. If you like jokes, watch Nick Griffin.
Unbelievable, great writer. I see him at park shows and shit. Like he's out there. He's writing new jokes. Have you heard his jokes on the couch? He has a chunk on couches.
Oh, dude, he's the best.
It's killer.
I love his joke where he's like, he says these celebrities, they're always complaining. The paparazzi's bothering me. Oh, yeah? Visa's bothering me.
So good. Yeah, he's got those bits about how, like, Brad Pitt complains and how he would kill for those complaints. I mean, he's killer. He's one of the best, but who knows? This business is all topsy-turvy.
This life is topsy-turvy, man. It's all good. I'll tell you what I'm drinking because
please.
You told me I love the Casamigos choice. Love tequila. It was between tequila and scotch tonight for me.
Those are my two.
Those are your two. I like doing a little wine in the winter too, a little red wine.
Yeah.
Why not? But I don't even know what this is. It's my agent, our old agent, Hillary Robbie got me this. It's a nice scotch.
Wow.
It tastes delicious. It's really, really good.
Is it peaty? Is it
It's a little peaty. It's not like super. I mean, shit, man. I love a good like Lagavulin. That's the shit, right?
So good, so smooth. Yeah.
That was
Great.
like that gave Amy Schumer major points that was in her rider. That I'm like, oh, she fucking drinks peaty scotch.
Right. I know that shit's amazing. Just on ice or neat. So good.
No, it's just it's just really smooth. It just doesn't even taste like. I mean, the shit will still give you a hangover. Brown liquor will still fuck me up.
That's why I was a big whiskey, bourbon, rye, scotch, loved all that shit. But Bert told me that tequila is, or maybe it was Ron White, tequila is the only liquor that's an upper, and it's a better hangover because it's clear.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I mean, you got to go easy with the brown stuff these days. But damn, dude, it is good. Like, I do like this shit, and it is fun to like look through your liquor cabinet and realize like, oh, like your reps just like I'm never gonna go through all this shit. That's such a like agent gift. They're like, here's a bottle of scotch. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, and it's such a weird thing that they're like, hey, keep your life in order, make us money, but here's poison. It's a weird message. But hey, I'll take it. I mean, it also kind of shows we don't actually have a problem. Like we like the sauce,
right.
But I got a full bar cart over there, and I don't hit it that often. So
no, if we had a problem, they wouldn't get us one nice bottle. They get us like 8 shitty bottles. You know?
Right? Yeah, that's the problem. The guy with the fucking nips, those minis. Hey, that could be a bit. Like, you're somehow more of an alcoholic if you have less booze?
Oh, I mean, that was like a thing. I remember Bukowski had that book, Hollywood. It's because they made that movie Barfly, where Mickey Rourke is basically playing Bukowski.
Yeah.
I think in one of the scenes, he like took a sip and like didn't finish it. And he's like, that's bullshit. A drunk always finishes it.
There you go.
He's calling out. By the way, Mickey Rourke's probably like, I know what a drunk does. I'm struggling here. Like, clearly the guy's got some baggage, But
what happened to that guy? He was like the biggest. He was a great actor. He was like a huge A-lister hunk, like sexy guy out of the gate, like this James Dean-y kind of Brando quality.
So handsome.
And then now he's like this weird ghoul plastic surgery nut.
Well, he was, I think a damaged guy, very like super handsome, great actor, and then was like, I want to be a boxer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was like the Logan Paul of his day. He was all boxed.
Wow.
So he would box people, and I think he could fight, but he's not like a fucking pro. So he got his face pretty badly fucked up, and got some plastic surgery, and I think that's when it begins. And I think that's why he looks how he does. I think he would have aged much better than.
Wow, that's fast. And it's also interesting that like he tried to get back in acting, but his face was fucked up. So his agent, when they got The Wrestler, was like, finally, we got a gig for you where you can look like ass. and you look like you've been mangled. It's a perfect gig. That's a great agent.
It's a great movie.
Great movie. Great movie. There are a lot of comedy parallels in that one, too.
Oh, my God, right? When they're like, you see how they're like bonding the old wrestlers, you're like, oh, shit, that's comedy. At the fucking autograph signing, you're like, oh, that's comics like texting on Cameo. Like, are you on Cameo?
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, and
they're doing.
They were comparing like I got 3 ribs broken, I broke my ankle. That's like us. Like I bombed here, I lost this Tonight Show gig, I fucked that one up, I lost that TV pilot, whatever it is.
Yeah,
our scars are emotional.
That is like, do you ever like were some of your early jokes about drinking? You have so many drinking jokes.
Yeah, so many. You write what you know. And I secretly wanted to be like this romantic drunk comic, but I think you kind of grow out of that.